What's up YouTube? Vintage Yu-Gi-Oh here today, and we're going to go through a few cards that I'm going to plan on submitting to BGS. So I don't own too many BGS cards, but I do recognize them as a reputable grading service. I have an Ancient Yugioh from the Lost Millennium Ultimate Rare. I have a dual terminal preview card. You don't see this blue eyes pop up very often. It's the DTP1, and I would probably crack this, but it just cracks me up too much to keep it sealed when they put it in upside down. But I do think that card is 10 worthy, but I'm gonna keep it like that just because they messed it up. So I'm going to go through these 7 cards and kind of tell you why I'm choosing BGS over PSA, and feel free to comment with your thoughts on if you think I'm right or wrong, and hopefully this won't be too long. So first up, and I'm going to try to get really close to the camera so you can really see what I'm looking at. So first up, let's see. This fuzz is not on the card, so we might pull them out of this sleeve, the top loader. So we have an Exodia, the Forbidden one, glossy foil, and I believe this is a better BGS candidate than PSA just because of the centering high to low. I think it has a really good chance to get a 9, maybe even a 9.5 on centering. And then everything else in this card, to me, just looks flawless. It was a 9 previously, PSA, so it might have the potential to get a 10, but with PSA, but just it's a little off, and I respect PSA's decision to give it a 9. So I'm going to try BGS just because I've never submitted to BGS, so I always want to try something out. Let's see what I want to do next. We'll stick with the Exodia path. So here once again, a little, yeah, it's hard to tell what's dust and what's not. So take it out of the sleeve here. So we have a wavy left arm of the Forbidden one, and as you can see here, this one is worse centered than the Exodia head. So once again, this is going to be centering based on high to low and a little left or right. But other than that, looks pretty flawless. So a lot of these are going to be centering issues. A couple won't be though. So here, if you remember many videos back, I actually pulled this. I bought 8 random packs. I pulled this in a trap hole, and it has this, we'll carefully show it. A lot of the times, these Exodia pieces have print defects on the foil, on these wavy foil variety, but this one happened to be right on the edge. So it's not a nick, but more of a print defect. It's just a white spot. So this, I think, might get docked on the surface, but everything else is so good, I think it will bring it up to a 9.5, hopefully. So that's my idea on that one. Whereas at PSA, they'd probably see that edge blotch and be like 9 automatically. So here, that's the kind of big advantage over BGS. You can kind of see exactly what they're thinking grading these cards. And we have another left leg glossy variety, and this is once again just off a little high to low. So flawless in my eyes, other than Konami couldn't cut a card evenly. So get it back in the sleeve here. There we go. Okay, so then we have 2 more, and we'll go to the blue eyes. So this is a glossy blue eyes, and this has been a 9 at PSA previously, and I believe personally only because of the centering. So very carefully, I mean, you can, no hollow scratching at all. And look at the back here, I mean, pretty flawless card. One little light scratch on the back right there. So it might get, I would think it could squeeze into a 9, potentially 9.5 on centering, and corners and edges should be no less than a 9.5, and edges or surface, just because that scratch on the back could get a 9.5 or a 9. So we'll see. Hopefully this can get a 9.5 though. And then last but not least, we have a morphing jar. So this had been a 9 at PSA before also, and once again, the surface is flawless, but there's a little whitening up here at the top that you can see. So this is where I think edges might get docked, but everything else will kind of propel it towards that 9.5, because that's the only thing that's wrong with this, is the edges. So quick little video here kind of recapping my first BGS submission. So and my thoughts behind why I'm sending these cards to BGS. So hopefully I get some good results here. I'm gonna do, I think it's around 20 business days, so probably should get them back around the end of March, middle of April, beginning of April maybe. So be on the lookout for that, and give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and like I said, comment with your thoughts, and as always, thanks for watching.